Every time you grab a tube of Pringles and hear that satisfying pop, you're holding something that traveled thousands of miles from a potato farm, got processed through industrial machinery that transforms it into a mathematically perfect hyperbolic paraboloid, and survived a supply chain so complex that it takes 8+ factories across 4 continents just to keep your local convenience store stocked. But here's what'll really blow your mind. Pringles aren't even technically potato chips. They're legally classified as extruded snacks because they contain only 40% actual potato content, with the rest being wheat starch, corn flour, and vegetable oils that somehow get transformed into that distinctive taste and crunch you know and love. Think about this for a moment. Pringles have to maintain their perfect saddle shape, resist breaking during shipping, stay fresh for 12 to 15 months, and arrive at over 140 countries worldwide with exactly the same taste and texture. The logistics alone should be impossible. Yet somehow, Kellanova, now owned by Mars as of 2024, manages to coordinate raw material sourcing from multiple continents, manufacture these precision-engineered snacks in facilities spanning from Tennessee to Thailand to Mexico, and deliver them to millions of stores without a single chip losing its signature shape. So how do they pull this off without the whole operation collapsing under its own complexity? Here's what most people don't understand about Pringles manufacturing. It starts with dehydrated potato flakes from suppliers across Europe and North America, wheat starch from specialized mills, and vegetable oils that vary by region. The potato journey begins in facilities like farm frites in Europe, where whole potatoes get processed, dried, and standardized to exact specifications with moisture content below 5%. But here's where it gets complex. Kellanova coordinates ingredients from multiple continents simultaneously. Corn flour arrives from North American mills that have perfected the exact grind consistency needed for Pringles production. Too coarse and the dough won't form properly. Too fine and it becomes paste. Specialized seasonings like MSG, disodium inosinate, and maltodextrin come from chemical suppliers with their own global networks and quality control systems so strict that a single contaminated batch could shut down multiple factories. The vegetable oil sourcing is particularly fascinating because it changes based on regional availability and cost. Corn oil dominates in North America, sunflower oil in Europe, palm oil across Asia. Each formulation has to be adjusted while maintaining the exact same taste profile globally. This isn't just switching ingredients. This requires reformulating recipes for different oil viscosities, smoke points, and flavor profiles. Here's something that'll shock you. The wheat starch comes from specialized facilities that understand the exact gluten content needed for Pringles. Too much gluten and the chips crack during forming. Too little, and they don't hold their hyperbolic paraboloid shape during the frying process. We're talking about suppliers who've built their entire business around providing consistent starch content that can be shipped globally without degradation. Now let's talk about moving these ingredients thousands of miles without quality degradation. Those dehydrated potato flakes aren't shipped like regular potatoes. They're transported in moisture-controlled containers with humidity levels monitored continuously. Even a 2% moisture increase during shipping can ruin an entire batch when it reaches the factory. The logistics coordination is mind-blowing. Kellanova has to synchronize shipments from wheat starch suppliers in North Dakota, potato flake facilities in Netherlands, seasoning manufacturers in Southeast Asia, and oil refineries across 3 continents to arrive at 5 different factories on precise schedules. A single delayed shipment can shut down production lines processing thousands of units per minute. But here's what's really clever about their sourcing strategy. They maintain strategic ingredient stockpiles at each manufacturing facility. Not just warehouse space, but climate-controlled storage systems that can hold 30, 60 days of raw materials. This buffer allows them to absorb shipping delays, supplier issues, or sudden demand spikes without stopping production. The quality specifications during transport are brutal. Potato flakes must maintain specific particle size distribution. Wheat starch requires temperature-controlled shipping to prevent clumping. Vegetable oils need protection from light and oxygen exposure. Each ingredient has different transportation requirements that have to be coordinated across a global supply chain. Here's where the real magic happens at facilities spanning North America: Jackson, Tennessee, Querétaro, Mexico; Europe, Mechelen, Belgium; Kutno, Poland; Asia, Johor, Malaysia, Fujian, China, Chonburi, Thailand, and South America, Brazil. That's 8+ facilities across 4 continents, with major expansions in 2025, including the new fully automated Thailand plant and Mexico facility that opened in June. Each operates like a precision engineering plant, not a food factory. The process starts with mixing dehydrated potato flakes with water to create potato dough, but this isn't simple mixing. The moisture content has to be exact to 0.1%, mixing time precise to the second, temperature controlled to single degrees. The forming process creates that mathematically perfect hyperbolic paraboloid shape using industrial rollers that press thousands of chips per minute. This isn't just aesthetic. That specific curvature allows perfect stacking while maintaining structural integrity during transportation. The geometry is so precise that variations of even 0.5 millimeters can cause packaging failures. Then they're cooked in continuous fryers at approximately 390 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10-15 seconds. The oil temperature monitoring systems are so sensitive they can detect single-degree fluctuations instantly. Even minor temperature variations affect final product texture, color, and shelf stability. The frying oil itself is continuously filtered and monitored for breakdown products that could affect taste. Here's something that'll blow your mind about the scale. The new Thailand facility operational in 2025 is completely digitized with AI-controlled mixing systems that adjust ingredients in real time based on humidity, temperature, and raw material variations. Automated quality inspection uses computer vision to examine every single chip for color consistency, shape accuracy, and surface defects smaller than a human could detect. The seasoning application happens in massive rotating drums where precise amounts of flavoring are applied, while chips are still warm from frying. The seasoning adhesion has to be perfect because uneven distribution creates taste inconsistencies that quality control will catch and reject. Quality control involves X-ray inspection systems that detect foreign objects, weight monitoring that ensures consistent portion sizes, and visual inspection systems examining thousands of chips per minute. The iconic tube packaging isn't just marketing. It's structural engineering designed to protect the precise geometry during shipping, while creating an airtight seal maintaining freshness for 12-15 months. Now let's talk about getting geometrically perfect snacks to 140+ countries without breaking a single chip. This is where Kellanova's logistics operation becomes absolutely fascinating. They don't ship everything from one location. Regional production means Tennessee serves North America, Belgium covers Europe, Malaysia handles Asia Pacific, but coordination between facilities is critical for maintaining global consistency. The packaging process is synchronized with production, so chips spend minimal time exposed to humidity. Those tubes get filled using precision equipment that counts chips, ensures proper stacking, and seals containers in climate-controlled environments. The metal bottoms and plastic lids aren't just convenient. They're engineered to withstand shipping stresses while maintaining product integrity. But here's what's really clever. Predictive analytics systems forecast demand down to individual store levels using weather patterns, local events, historical data, and even social media trends. Summer heat increases Pringles sales because they don't melt like chocolate, so distribution algorithms automatically adjust regional inventory levels. The shipping containers are loaded with precise weight distribution calculations to prevent crushing during ocean transport. Container loading patterns are optimized using software that considers ship movement, temperature variations, and handling procedures at destination ports. A single miscalculation could result in thousands of damaged units. Regional distributors handle final mile delivery, but this isn't simple trucking. They coordinate with other snack companies to maximize truck efficiency while maintaining temperature and humidity controls. Those tubes might look simple, but they're protecting against moisture that could make chips soggy during the weeks-long journey from factory to checkout counter. Warehouse management systems track individual lot codes through the entire distribution network. If quality issues arise, they can trace affected products back to specific production runs and raw material batches. This traceability is legally required in most markets, but also prevents widespread recalls that could cost millions. Kellanova's snacks division generates massive revenue, with Pringles alone accounting for approximately $3 billion annually in 2024. The efficiency gains from their digital manufacturing upgrades directly impact profitability in an industry where margins are constantly under pressure from commodity price fluctuations and competitive pricing. Innovation isn't just new flavors like their recent collaborations with brands like Hot Ones or regional taste preferences launching in 2025. They're exploring reduced salt formulations using potassium chloride and natural flavor enhancers to address health trends, while maintaining the distinctive Pringles taste profile that consumers expect globally. The company has also launched puffed snack variations called Mingles with completely different shapes and textures. Behind the scenes, they're also investing heavily in sustainable packaging innovations that reduce shipping costs and environmental impact. The transition to paper-based tube materials in 2024 to 2025 means more units per shipping container while reducing their carbon footprint. When you're shipping millions of tubes globally, these packaging improvements create massive cumulative savings in both costs and environmental impact. The company is also investing heavily in supply chain resilience after learning lessons from recent global disruptions. Alternative supplier networks, increased inventory buffers, and flexible manufacturing capabilities that can shift production between facilities based on demand patterns or supply chain disruptions.
But here's something I've been wondering about, and I need your help figuring this out. If Pringles can coordinate precision manufacturing across 5 factories, synchronize global ingredient sourcing, and deliver geometrically perfect snacks to 140-plus countries while maintaining consistent taste and quality, why can't other industries solve their logistics problems? Is there something special about snack food manufacturing? Or could these same systems revolutionize how we distribute medicine, electronics, or other critical products? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'm genuinely curious what you think.
What's happening with Pringles represents something bigger than snack manufacturing. This is a case study in how global food companies coordinate complex supply chains, manage quality across multiple facilities, and adapt to regional preferences while maintaining brand consistency that consumers recognize anywhere in the world. The integration of AI and digital systems isn't just about efficiency gains. It's about survival in an industry where product consistency and cost control determine success or failure. When you're producing millions of units daily across multiple continents, even small improvements in yield, waste reduction, or energy efficiency translate to millions in annual savings that directly impact competitiveness. The sustainability programs aren't just corporate responsibility initiatives. They're strategic moves toward supply chain security in a world where climate change and political instability threaten traditional sourcing relationships. Companies that secure their supply chains today will have competitive advantages tomorrow when resources become more scarce or expensive. Okay, if you've made it this far in the video, you're part of the inner circle now. Type perfect stack in the comments to prove you watched until the end. Here's your reward. While researching this video, I discovered that the 2025 facility expansions in Thailand and Mexico represent more than just increased capacity. These plants incorporate what industry insiders call next-generation automation, essentially AI-driven production systems that can adapt recipes in real time based on ingredient variations and environmental conditions. This isn't just making more efficient factories. It's about creating production systems so flexible they can switch between different product variations, like their new Mingles line or regional flavor preferences, without stopping production lines. The implications for manufacturing efficiency, product innovation speed, and global market responsiveness could be significant as these systems mature.
Listen, if this deep dive into industrial food engineering and global supply chain coordination fascinated you, you absolutely need to subscribe right now because this is exactly what I do every single week. I take the products and companies you interact with daily and reveal the incredible complexity hiding behind simple purchases. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because I'm about to drop a video revealing how McDonald's coordinates fresh ingredients across 40,000+ locations worldwide. And trust me, the logistics behind that operation will make Pringles look straightforward. You'll discover supply chain secrets that most people never even think about. Don't miss it. Subscribe now and join a community that understands how the world really works behind the scenes.